Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to World of Warcraft, and Shadora is still looking very snazzy in her dressed to kill outfit. There she goes, there she is. Absolutely fantastic. Wonderful costume that is. Anyway, we need to see how much money we've got. How much have we earned? Looks like all of the linen cloth that we listed at a slightly increased rate has been returned. So let me just open up the rest of the bags and we can see if we've actually made any money at all, or if this week is one of those weeks where we don't really have anything to say, to sort of show for our efforts. Our next lot here, we've got, yeah, looks like most of that linen has indeed been returned. And so has a whole load of other stuff. I've still got more than 50 messages to open up yet. I may not actually have room in my bags to keep it all, so we're going to have to go and list some of this stuff on the auction house and then come back and get the rest of it out of the mail. I just listed a few of those items that we picked up so that I've got a little bit more space in my bags. Let's see if we've got enough room to actually... I don't think I've got enough room to pick it all up anyway. And we've had everything... Oh, there is... We've successful silver-plated shotgun. The Strange Dust did sell. Briarthorn, all the Strange Dust sold. And the Lesser Magic Essence as well also sold. None of the rest of it did. We didn't sell any of the tin ore by the look of it. We didn't sell any more arcane dust. And we also didn't sell any of all of that linen cloth that we listed, which is a little bit disappointing, but hopefully we'll be able to make some sales next week. We had 322 gold, 62 silver, and 57 copper from the things that we did sell. And that was one that we brought over from Grundorn, which is just that one. I'll take that one. That's going to fill up the very last slot in our bags. And we will sell that one as well. So, yeah, we don't have a great deal of stuff here. That we've, well, a great deal of money. We 322 gold is all we got. Now, we did increase the price of the linen cloth. We did sort of, maybe we overreached a little bit on that. Let's just see what a Tiger Bane will go for. 526, and there's 2 at 18 gold. So we're not going to get a great deal for it. I'm going to list that one at a similar price to what they're asking there. Not that much, no. We're going to go for 17 gold 50 on this one. There we go. And then that should actually sell then. If you put it for a smaller amount, it should actually sell. The moss agates, I'm going to... Let's just quickly check and see what the prices of these are at the moment. Okay, so there's hardly any on there, so that might be profitable. We can post those 25 items there. And we'll search for tin ore. We'll do that. We'll just let this one run through so that it doesn't sort of confuse it. There we go. Now we search. Tin ore at 1 gold 90. Now, what are we selling our tin ore for? 1 gold 50. So this is all more expensive than anything we've got. So it's kind of promising, actually, for selling a tin ore this week. And, well, I mean, we don't have masses of it, but we've still got 1,100 pieces here. So we're going to post those items as 1,650 gold, which is not too shabby, really. I'd be quite happy to get that. So we'll list that lot there. We're also going to want to look up copper ore. We've got 41 over here at the moment. And we know that prices of copper ore have been fluctuating quite a lot lately. So there is a potential to make money. These are bid-onlys. I really despise bid-onlys, especially when they put up that many of them. It just... No. Well, why waste your time and everybody else's? You get more money from it if you don't do a bid-only. Strange Dust is another one that we want to just check up. 2 gold 47 on a whole load of singles on there. And again, they're all singled lots. Now we're going up to the 2 gold 80. And what did we list for? We listed at 5 gold 75. So I'm actually going to buy up some of this. I'm not going to buy those that have been listed in singles. But I will spend up to 4 gold on the rest of it here, which is from here. So if I buy the... Well, I'll come back and I'll buy those in a second. I just want to very quickly go through and check the other stuff with you. Arcane Dust, 299 for singles. And then we've got a few multiples, but they are far more expensive. 392. Now, we sell for about 5 gold on Arcane Dust. We've been selling, so we know that we can do it. But... there's kind of borderline. There's only 18 there. I don't think it is worth the bother. I've got to be honest with you. Our money is at the moment a little bit limited, so we don't want to sort of overextend if we can help it. Silver ore. Let's very quickly check the silver ore. There's definite. We definitely want that one there. It's 7 gold. How many is there? Ooh. Okay, we got a few of them here. We got a few of them here. Ideal. So we grabbed those. That's too expensive. Briarthorn. Have we got anything on here? Yes, we have. It's not the most profitable run this time, but we sell for 15 gold apiece, so 10 gold apiece is still a profit. It's not as profitable as it has been, but it's still profitable. You've got to remember this. We do sometimes sort of, you know, the margins are a lot slimmer than we would like, but we're still able to generate profit from it. Wool cloth there. Now, that one at only 18 and that one at 43 is not bad. I know that they're singles, but at the moment I want to just build up any kind of stock at all with the wool cloth, just to sort of help us out. Wow. Okay, wool cloth is very cheap at the moment, and we've got a guideline price on our wool cloth at the moment of roughly the same, well, 1 gold 50. Roughly the same as what we're selling the linen cloth for, although the linen cloth is 1 gold 30. We put our price up to 1 gold 30 instead of bringing it down to that. So I will buy up some wool cloth in a moment, and then finally the linen cloth. Now, bolts of linen cloth is what it was filled up with before by Rich Gringo, and he's done the same again. It's just spammed with bolts of linen cloth. And I don't get this. Why is he spamming it full of bolts of linen cloth? I mean, yeah, occasionally you'll get people that want to buy them, but 9 times out of 10 people are not interested in buying bolts of linen cloth in the slightest. But there's the actual linen cloth, and there's not very much of it, and we're already on to lot 350. And then there's a few extra bits in there. I'm going to go... See, that's way too much. Down here is way too much. That there is within our price range, but you look at that, that's 80 gold. Oh, I might actually be able... No, full stack there is 160. Yes, I think we can afford to buy it all out. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to buy linen, I'm going to buy wool, we're going to splurge a huge chunk more cash. We will bring our price for the linen cloth back down to the more recognizable 1 gold 20. It's not going to look quite so grand when we bring the money in, but we're more likely to sell it. I've bought everything that was listed that I said I was going to buy, and we've now reached a point where we've only got 1,300 gold left. So we are struggling for gold, but I've bought a huge quantity of items. So we've really got... We're now at the point where we're really hoping that this is going to pay off. Occasionally you get to this stage, and then you have to wait for quite a while in order to actually make some sales. And this is the point where you can see some absolute amazing bargains on the auction house that you then have to pass up. And it's utterly, completely, and totally heartbreaking and soul-destroying. I'm not going to lie to you here, folks. It is devastating when you see something that you know you could sell and you could make a decent profit on, and you're not able to actually profit from it. It is just... it crushes you. Well, it does me anyway. It definitely does me. So I'm going to list that lot right there. I'm going to have 1 gold 20, not the 1 gold 30 that we previously went for. So it's 1,000, it's 14,300 there. And if I drop it down to 1 gold 20, it's 13,000. So we lose 1,000 gold. But 13,200 gold, most of our money is tied up in linen cloth. And we've got more yet that we're going to be listing in a moment. I'll list this, and then I'll go and get everything that I've just bought, and we'll list that as well. Still in the process of opening the bags, so I've got just a few left. I'm going to sell this large venom sack. We have not been able to shift that one, so rather than keeping hold of it, I'm keeping the Goldthorn brambles just because we may yet find the other 5 that we need to be able to make a complete one, and then we can sell it. Alright, here is all of the items that we've got. So we've got a load of silver ore that we're going to list. There's 500 potential golds from that. Arcane dust has another 3,750 potential. Unlikely that we'll sell that. That's a very slow moving item. But, you know, there's always the chance. Goldthorn, Briarthorn rather, good chance we'll sell that. It's 150 gold coming in. Which is not to be sniffed at. At the moment, we kind of really need all the money we can get. Now, the wool cloth, we've got 953. I don't want to list these in stacks. I know that I've got it set for stacks of 200 at the moment. I'm going to go full, and I'm going to go stacks of 100. I'm sticking to the 1 gold 50, which is kind of the guide price from back when I was trading this stuff. So we'll go like that, and we'll post items. So there is 1,350 from trading the wool cloth. I'm hoping that is going to work. We will find out. Linen cloth here, exactly the same as we have been doing. There's another 4.5 grand there. If we were to sell all of the linen cloth, and I just hasten to add, that is incredibly unlikely, but if we were, we would have over 15,000 gold. I think it's like 16,000 gold coming in total for our linen cloth, which is not bad at all. I don't want to list these in stacks of 10. I want to list, I would say, stacks of 20. I'm actually wanting to do the strange dust in stacks of 50. It's 21 stack. I think 20. I think stacks of 20 would be all right at the moment, so we'll list it like that. There's 2,400 gold from the strange dust. There's a good chance it will sell at least some of that. I reckon it will sell some linen, some strange dust, and some wool cloth. And we should be able to make ourselves a decent bit of money out of that. But anyway, we have spent more than enough time messing around with auctions. Let's get to Grundorn. We are moving on to the Eastern Plaguelands. I'm just looking through, trying to decide what would be the best thing to take. Now, a festering maggot could possibly be a good one to take, but no, I think actually I'd like this one, the infected fawn. I think this is the absolute perfect one to venture into the Eastern Plaguelands with. So we summon that one up. There we go. And just make sure, yes, I've sold everything that I want to sell. I don't really have anything else that I want to sell. So we can start heading over. Now, if you take a look at the map, we've got to go over to there. There's a flight point up there that we could go to. So if I go from Gidwin Camp to the Mender's Stead, then we can go from there on, well, I was going to say on foot, but it's not on foot. It's on our mount. So we will mount up, and then we will run, gallop the rest of the way up through. So Gidwin Camp, Western Plaguelands, yeah, Mender's Stead, and then you've got Hearthglen up there. Underhell, we don't have anything yet. I don't know if you do come back later on and maybe like do a little bit more with the story in Underhell. I don't think you do. I think really that is it. I don't think there is any more to the story in there, which seems a bit of a shame, really. You know, because it's once glorious town. But then the Horde, the undead Horde, led by Sylvanas, they're an evil bunch, really, aren't they? I mean, look at what they're doing in there, all that plague and stuff. Nope. Don't like it at all. I do not like what they've done, and they also committed something completely unforgivable over in Southshore. And let's not forget Tarenar. Let us not forget what they did in Tarenar. Over here, look, there is this area here. This bit here, this is Tarenar. Traitors Among Us is a quest. But yeah, it's that island there. We really don't want those things to... What is that mount? What is that mount right there? Sea-Braid Stallion. Right, if you go into collections and you go to mounts right here, and then you can search. So we can search up Sea-Braid Stallion, Battle for Azeroth Collector's Edition. Oh. I could actually do that. If I was to go and buy it, I could have that mount right there. That mount looks very cool. I love all of this. This, like you're carrying the stuff around, that looks so cool, but I can't actually afford a collector's edition at the moment, so it's kind of pointless even drooling over it, because quite frankly, it's not going to happen. And unless something drastically changes, like I win the lottery, between now and when that comes out, collector's editions are off the cards. Although, you know, I suppose there's always a chance that I could win the lottery. I may have to go and actually buy a ticket first, but I'm sure that would help. It may help. Anyway, the whole the infected form that is dancing along behind us, it does actually look pretty cool. I like the look of that thing. Let's just stop a minute. Go forward a bit. Forward a bit. There we go. I can't really see it from where I am on the mount. That's the problem with being up there. But it does look pretty good. Okay, let's carry on. We're going to go and meet Fiona, she's called. I know that she's called Fiona. And spoiler alert, by the way. There you go, spoiler alert. I've given you the warning after I did the spoiler, which is... I'm not really sure that's the way round it's supposed to be, is it? Fiona is going to be just over there. We are going to go just over here first, and we're going to grab this iron deposit. And how much iron do we have? We've got 84, we now have 88, and we've got a load of heavy. We've got 100 heavy stone as well. So we've got loads and loads, and we'll be able to sell some of that on the auction house, I should think. We are going to have to go and have a really good session at our engineering at some point. I'm not quite sure when we're going to do it. Across the Throndroril River, and there we go. There is Fiona. There she is, and we are in the Eastern Plaguelands. Now, the Eastern Plaguelands is altogether different. That one there is the corrupted Dreadwing. Let's go and just admire it just for a moment. It looks very good, doesn't it? I really want a corrupted Dreadwing. I think Sen has actually got a corrupted Dreadwing these days. Anyway, I just want to show you this place on the map, and you can see we've got a lot of flight points to unlock. That one there, Light's Hope Chapel, that is the most important one out of all of them. Arcarus the Ebon Hold, I don't think we actually unlock that one, or we're not going to anytime soon anyway. That is close to a dungeon that is up there, and there's all sorts of stuff to do here. Fiona's Caravan, you will see this one at different locations around the map as we progress the story. There is a lot to do in here, in this area. It's a really cool place, and I do like the fact that it's still infected with plague and everything.
Service with a smile.
Where are those lunkheads? So we'll do this one first. Yes? That it? Okay, right. Let's see what you have for sale. We got, we're just basics, but as she follows us around, it's actually really cool because you can sell all the junk stuff that you gather up to her, which is quite good. Right, Gidwin Gold Braids. I love my boys, don't get me wrong, but I told them that I needed 5 minutes to water and brush their horses. What did they do? They made a stupid bet with each other and ran off. I should have known better. This always happens. Gidwin's the short one. He headed north along a river. If you're headed that direction, would you tell him to come back? We've got to get to Light's Hope Chapel, and I'm not against leaving without him. Okay, she's not pleased. Tarenar Sunstrike. As soon as we stopped, they made a bet about who could kill the most undead in 5 minutes. It's been an hour, and I'm still waiting for them to come back. I saw Tarenar run off to the southeast. Unfortunately, I can't leave the caravan here by itself. If you end up traveling in that direction, could you find him and send him back to me?
What? No tip?
Okay, so we've got an aggravated Worgen right here. She's very upset. We will just go and unlock this flight point right here. Frax Bucket Drop, the flight master, will cater to Horde or Alliance. He's strictly neutral. And despite what your feelings may be about him catering to the enemy, he does also cater to us. So we must carefully bottle up those feelings and not let anybody know about them, lest they cause us some problems. Anyway, let's go over this way. We're going to have a look for Tarenar Sunstrike. And, right, well, we've got some ore here. What have we got? Oh, right, well, first of all, we've got that thing there. These Plaguehound runts are actually really bad. They're quite troublesome. And they do come after you from quite a long distance, if I remember correctly. They are a little bit annoying, to say the least. Everything is very, very red in this area. And that's one thing I do remember. But there is our plague-riddled... This is why I like this one for this zone. It's why I've been saving these for this zone. Because you got those plague-riddled pets there. And it kind of fits with the whole zone, I think. I have a putrid gargoyle on my back. Let's just take care of that one. We can easily dispatch him. I don't think we should have any problem at all with it. Here we go, take him down. I think, though, we're going to have to kill a few of these in order to help, what's his name? Tarenar Sunstrike. So we just grab the iron. I'm pretty sure that we get mithril and thorium in this zone a little bit later on as well. I'm not quite sure where we find it. I think the iron is just kind of in the beginning area of it, or like the starting part of it. Where am I heading? He's way, way away from us. We've got... Right, well, there's some more iron over here, or some more something, some ores. Let's climb up here, scramble all the way up. Death's Step. Oh, that's down there. Easy does it. There we go. Right, what is that over there? Death Step. Oop. Oh. He came along, gave us a slap, and then ran away again. I don't think much of that. So we'll take that little bit there. And where have we gone? So we could have actually just gone along a road in order to find that guy. It probably would have been a little bit easier if we'd done that. So we come around this side and sort of head... What is that? Oh, I thought it was like a giant plant that was going to try and eat us, but it didn't. Over to here. There he is. That's the guy that we want to speak to. Tarenar. I found them, human. The Scourge. How I have longed for this day. I remember when I was young, I would sneak off into the Ghostlands and just beat up zombies for hours on end. Nobody even paid me. I just did it. Now look. Now look in front of you. Those are some serious zombies. I was just about to start beating them up too. Care to join me? So we need to kill 5 of these beasties in here. Death Step miscreations. Oh, I see. So those don't actually even count. It's the big ones that we got to take care of. Let's do that. I'm wondering if I should be going after the small... Let's go after the small ones first, and let's not stand on the green stuff, because that looks like it would be bad news. And if I... Oh, I'm back on the... How am I back on the miscreant? I thought I went to you. There we go. I'll get rid of that one. I've now taken out the big one. For the next fight, we will take out the small ones first. So if I do it like this, and I'll go like that, and then start taking them down. Right, there we go. Bring that one out, and then go for him there, and I can also do that, and just step back a little bit. You're the one that I want to take out. Yeah, take out these small guys, because they are causing a little bit of problems, a little bit of a nuisance. And then I want to go over here and stay off the green. As long as I stay off the green, we should be relatively safe. And now it's just a simple matter of hack and slash until he's dead. Oh, it's this guy that's throwing out the green stuff. Yeah, I'll just interrupt that whole blight thing that he's got going on. Get some mage weave cloth as well. Okay, let's heal up a bit. I want to... no, not cleanse. I keep thinking the green one. It always confuses me. I think the green one is the one that I'm actually wanting, but it's not. It's the other one. So we'll heal that up a minute, and then I'll take on the next one, like that. And I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to go for the small guys first. I think it's just going to be easier if we do that. I'm actually working on the big guy at the moment. Let me get off of that area there. I'm pretty sure it does some pretty bad damage to me. And he's got his blight bomb going on. And I'm not sure... I think that's when they explode on the... Because there is some of them... that they explode. When you've almost killed them, they explode at the last minute, which is really not helpful at all. It's actually really, really bad. Take that guy there. Just in case that's... I think there's a horde over there, the other side of us. Bring these down like this. And interrupted that one right at the last minute. That was a perfect interrupt, that was. I'm very proud of that. That is definitely something to be proud of. And now we've got the Death Step miscreation that we need to take down. And this guy is a little bit tougher than you'd think. So we've got the Blight Bomb. I interrupt that one so they can't do anything to me. And there, he's down. Right, if I stand on this. Deals nature damage every 2 seconds. Actually say how much damage it's dealing. Do that a minute. And I got a combat one here. 683, you killed Death Step miscreation. I'm just looking to see if it... Oh, hang on, there, what happened to me? There. Toxic Waste damaged you for 48 nature. Toxic Waste, 298, 298. It actually does do quite a lot of damage if you stay standing on that area, so we've got to remember that for future reference. Let's just heal up. I need to get one more of them, and there's also some ore over there. So let's go and get the ore, and then we can go and kill that last one that we need to get. And we'll probably be able to take this one home. We've got the little dwarf that we've got to go after as well. There's iron here. There's another iron over there, which we'll go and grab as well. And that should give some of these things a little chance to respawn. There's somebody else who's come in and is attacking them also, which is going to make life a little bit more difficult for us. That's alright. Let him do that. We'll go in. We've only got a few of them. We've got one more to find. So long as they've just respawned, we should be fine. There we go. There he is. That's the one. Take you down. Get you 3. I'm going to try taking down the miscreation first this time and see if that makes any difference. Oh, okay. He's going to come in and one-shot the whole lot for us. That makes life a little bit easier. Right. 5 should be good enough. Yikes, look at the time. I need to head back to camp. My travelling companion Fiona runs a small vendor shop out of a caravan. She and I, along with our friend Gidwin, are all on our way to Light's Hope Chapel. I'm sure you can join us if you like, though Fiona might be a little mad at me. Fiona always forgets why she's mad if you give her a gift. Kill some of the plague hounds north of here, then bring her their blood to Fiona at the caravan, down by the river. She'll love it. We'll talk again there. Right. That means I'm just going to salute him. And then we're going to go. That means, so, in order to win our way into her affections, we have to give her large quantities of blood. I'm not sure we want to be associating with a person like this, really. It sounds like she's got some rather suspect priorities, to be quite frank. Right, I want you, and I want another one of you over there, and then I want that one over there, which is not quite close. There we go. We'll grab that one, and then we'll start taking them down. Let's see if we can do 3. We may be able to get more than this. I need to get 10 Plaguehound bloods. I wonder if that means I've got to kill 10 Plaguehounds, or if we're able to do it with less Plaguehounds than 10. Less than 10 would be good, because otherwise we're going to be here for ages. Well, sort of ages. Grab that one there. That shield move is absolutely fantastic. What do we got? We got 2 Plaguehound. This is going to take a while. This is actually going to take us quite a while to hack and slash our way through enough Plaguehounds to get 10 pieces of blood. It is going to take us forever and a day, I think. That's alright. We get there. So put that one out. And put the next one in. There's another Plaguehound over there, which I can get to come and attack me. And then I can keep going with this guy. And we'll start on the next one. Put down the floor. As long as you keep the consecration down, that's doing damage over time to anything that's nearby. And that is more useful than you sort of think. You do tend to, like, dismiss it because it doesn't do massive amounts of damage. But it is actually really, really handy. It does make a significant difference. For some reason I didn't pick up that fang. Right, well, I have picked up the fang now. Let us continue on. Where else have we got? We've got, there is carrion grubs. You can ignore the carrion grubs for the most part. You don't have to pay too much attention to them. So I got a Plaguehound runt there. And another one over there. And then another one over there. And I'm actually not doing so well. These things are doing a lot of damage to me. Oh no, I thought for a minute I only had 2 attacking me. I've got more than that though. That's fine. Right. So we go here like this, and I'll put that down, and then I'll start trying to actually let's actually do some. Let's take these things down, and then I might actually be in a better position. That shield is constantly recharging at the moment. I'm able to use that shield quite a lot, which is really good. And then I can heal up again, and I'm done. Okay, once you actually get into a rhythm with it, and also if that shield does recharge a few times, it's actually really quite quick to get your way through them. So if I heal up first, before I take on the next lot, there we go. Right, now I can take that one on, and I'll get another one. I've only got one over there that I can see. Let's take you. Alright, we'll just do the 2 then, as we've only got 2 here. And there, right. Now I can start actually working on them properly. Hack and slash, that's all it is. It's just constant hack and slash. Bring them down. We got 6 of 10. 6 of 10 plague bloods. So I'm guessing that maybe, you know, the way that we kill some of these creatures, we're not able to get their blood very effectively. It's the only thing that really makes any sense, because you'd think that most of them... Oh, no, they're plague hounds, aren't they? They're undead. So it could just be that some of them have decomposed so much that they don't actually have any blood left in them. That would make a lot of sense, actually. That would kind of fit with the whole undead theme, is that you're just not able to do it. And if I drop that one down there, I want to get close enough to get one more. There we go. Right, and then I can keep going with these, like this, and do that. And I should also heal up a little bit. Healing would be good. Healing is always very, very useful at this point in the game, because otherwise I'm going to keel over and bad things are going to happen to me. The last thing that you want, if there's many different ways that you can shuffle off this mortal coil, and having a plague hound chewing on your face is not the best way to go. I don't think. I think that there are probably nicer ways to go than that. So I'm not going to have the plague hounds finish us off. I absolutely refuse to end my existence here in Azeroth by being dined upon by a plague hound, especially a plague hound runt. I mean, that's just like adding insult to injury, that is, because the runt is obviously the worst of the litter rather than the best of the litter. Which, seriously, another one who's decomposed so much that we haven't got any blood. It's actually a real shame. I'm hoping that maybe... Right, are you a fresh plague hound runt? Obviously, they breed the hounds, and then they turn them into undead later on. So there's only so long that you're able to get the fresh blood from them. There we go. Is this one? There we go. Plague hound blood. We got enough. What did it say on... you don't actually get to see it. There's a quest items thing, but I don't think you get to look at them. So that's it for that one. We've got to go and find Gidwin. And Gidwin is to the north somewhere. We've got to try and find a way to get him. But where is he? He's up there. Oh, there. We've got to go up round that way, and then I think there's a track that we can head up to, and there's ore up there. We'll come back to that, because we've got to go back this way in order to get to Gidwin anyway. We want to just sort of go round there and then head up alongside the, by the side of the river. So there we go, Fiona. A gift for Fiona. I should have guessed it. Tarenar made you get me a gift. That thoughtless idiot. What was the gift, anyhow? Fresh Plaguehound blood. Why, this is exactly what I needed. Fine, I'll forgive Tarenar for running off. Grundorn, you're welcome to join us anytime. And we get the Helm of Thoughtful Gifts. Excellent, that gives us 4 armor. We lose a bit of crit, but we do gain more strength and armor, both of which are good. And we've leveled up. New dungeon unlocked, Zulfarak. A new passive effect, Heart of the Crusader, increases your mounted speed by 20%. This does not stack with other movement increasing effects. That means we go faster. Now that we are level 44, we get to go faster than we did previously. Hang on, I just want to go to my bags, and I want to change this one over. Let's have a look, see what this new helm is like. Well, that was a bit underwhelming, but it is an improvement. So we need to go and find Gidwin gold braids. So what we'll do is we'll go up this way, because we need to get onto that little sort of track area that's behind us. And yeah, up there, we want to go up through there. So we just take that bit, and we're going to cut across the mountains here, because there are less of these plague hounds kicking around on the mountains. There are still some, though. Now, what was that? That was a black rat, and it's not one that we can do a pet battle with either. I'd like to try and do a pet battle before we leave this zone, if possible. Maybe, I mean, I did say previously that I would start trying to do 1 pet battle each day, if possible. Or each episode, I should say. If possible, because I thought that it might be quite good to do that. Now, what do we got? There is a horde there, a Blood Elf Warlock, who is level 40. We're level 44, so maybe, just maybe, we'd have a better chance than they would, but chances are we wouldn't, because they're horde, so they're probably more of a hardcore player than we are. And there is the infected deer. We've got a pet that looks just like you. Ours is smaller, though. See? Is there any actual pets along here? I haven't seen many. I haven't seen much sign of pets yet. And we've got our lineup that's ready to go and attack some should we need them. Now, where is he? Well, he doesn't look as healthy as he once did. Now, all of these in here, there is actually an achievement you can get, a guild achievement, where you've got to go and kill a whole load of critters. And I'm going to show you that one. If you go to guild right here, this is the different ones. Loot 200,000 gold from creatures. We've actually accomplished that now, have we? I didn't even realize we'd gotten that far. So this is the different ones. And there it's kill 50,000 critters. We're on 41,300, which is not bad considering that it's pretty much just me and Sen in the guild. Tarenar, is that you? Whoever you are, would you mind helping me out of this thing? You should have seen me fight. I must have killed 6 of those beasts when... Oh, wait, you can count the bodies, didn't you? Okay, fine. I killed 4 of them, then the 5th one shot me with his web. To make things even worse, when he blasted me with web juice, my mouth was open. Ew. I can't seem to break these webs, and I doubt you'll be able to either. Nope, you'll have to get some of the stomach juice from those undead spider things. That'll do the trick. Oh, that's just great. Accept.
Safe travels.
Right. In order to kill these, some classes have an AoE effect that is way better than most. My one has got a 6-second cooldown, and it's literally the only one. I could do that, and I can throw a shield around a few of them, but that is literally it, really, is I've just got to throw down the Consecrate every so often. The Warlock... Well, it used to have one, I don't know if it still does, where you could just run along constantly emitting AoE damage at all times, and it never stops. And that is absolutely wonderful for running through here and killing loads of critters. We'll just go to that point there, get one more, and then I'm not going to do any more. Okay, Crypt Stalkers, I need, Crypt Walkers. I need 8 Crypt Bile. This is, going to take a while, isn't it? Okay, let's take that one out. How easy are these to kill? Let's put that down. I mean, while we're fighting in here, we will gather a few more. And this was the go-to cave for people who were trying to get this particular achievement for their guilds. And when it first released, there was actually a bug where if you were in a group with somebody, it gave you far more than it should have done. It basically, you had a guild, it registered as a guild kill for each person that was in a group. So if you had 5 people in a group and one of you killed one critter, that would register as 5 kills. So if you have a guild group running through here, all of you together, I've just run past a whole load of ores. There's iron deposit, another iron, it's all iron in here. Yeah, if you had a guild group running through here, and you killed 100 critters all the way through, I think there's more, I think you can get like 300 critters on a single run through here. And you got 5 of you, there's 1,500 critters on a single pass all the way through. And so a load of guilds were able to sort of cash in on this and get that really, really quickly before it was changed. But it was very, very quickly changed. And unfortunately, my guild, we missed the window. We didn't quite realise. And I think it was like 3 days after they changed it that we realised that we could come to this cave and we could get loads of them. Which was a little bit disappointing, to say the least. But still, we did come through here a little bit. We got a few of them. And we're up to nearly 42,000. So as we play, slowly we get a few more critters here and there, and the total keeps increasing. So we've got 5 crypt bile at the moment. I've just gone past another... Oh, there's the iron. There it is. I see it. We'll grab that a minute. Now this cave is actually quite handy. And if you look, it goes right through this area, and then it comes out over near here. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to keep working my way through here. Let me just grab that one in there.
I'm out of range.
I'd like to keep working my way through this cave and go and unlock that flight point. If we can finish this quest and then unlock that flight point, we can fly back down to where Fiona is. Although, quite frankly, it's not going to be particularly handy flying to where Fiona is because of where Gidwin is. So I don't. Now that I think about it, it's probably not going to be beneficial to us, is it? Yeah. It's a shame that there isn't a flight point next to where Gidwin is at the moment. He had to be inconsiderate and get himself trapped next to where there's none. I don't see any advantage at the moment of unlocking that flight point. I mean, maybe there is. There's... I mean, I know that we will eventually come back up round there as part of the quests for this zone, but it might be handy if we've got a quick shortcut to get up through there. There is 8 of 8, so we'll carry on through here. What have I got that way? There's another iron deposit up there. Only iron? I thought that this area actually had... it didn't just have iron. Now, we do have this one, which allows you to run really fast. I'm going past the iron deposit, but it doesn't last very long. It only has, like, a charge. Then it's got a 40-second cooldown. Later on, you can unlock more charges for it, which is really handy. So I'm just going to ignore them, just for a moment. And I'm going to go this way in the vain hope that that... deposit there is not iron, it's something else. We have discovered Terradale. Mithril! Finally, we've got some Mithril. We're still in combat at the moment. Nope, we're now out of combat. Okay. We will mine the Mithril. Mithril, which is how they pronounce it in Lord of the Rings. And I really like this. It's Gimli. Is it? Is it Gimli? I think it's Gimli. He pronounces it as Mithril rather than Mithril. And I don't know, just the way that it rolls off his tongue when he says it sounds pretty cool. Okay, I want to go there to that Plaguewood Tower. Kind of want to avoid the stuff in the middle if I can. I think there's some nastiness around here as well. And it's that tower there. We can get the flight point. And we also... I don't think that Fiona counts as a innkeeper. I think the innkeeper... I mean, we can come up here. There's our flight master. I think it would be quicker, actually, if we went via the flight master. We've got Hearthglen over there. We're up here. So, yeah, Thondroril River. We want to go back towards Fiona. I don't think she counts as an innkeeper, though. So we can't actually log out there. I mean, you can log out anywhere you want to. It's just that if you log out with an innkeeper, you gain more rested bonus. So it's better to log out with an innkeeper. And I just like to do that for roleplay purposes anyway. Because, I mean, if you're going to go... If you're, like, you're going to stop somewhere, you're not just going to stop on top of a mountain standing up somewhere. You're going to go to an inn and you can rest there for a few days before you travel on to more dangerous. You're not going to like rest for 3 or a week crouched in a dangerous zone in a corner, are you? And that is why when I play games like this or play Skyrim or something like that, unless I've absolutely got to, I almost invariably will log out somewhere where I'm able to be resting, like in an inn or in one of my houses or something like that in Skyrim. And I think I've talked about this before. In this game, I like to log out in an inn if I can. In an inn or in a city. And if I'm able to, I do. Oftentimes I'll log out while I'm sat down, but what I don't like about this game is that when you log back in again, you're standing up. So generally I'll just leave him standing up anyway. Skyrim, if you log out in Skyrim while you're sat on a chair, you log back in and you're still sat on that chair. And I do like that. That is one aspect I do like. I'm guessing that they do it in this game because when you log back in, somebody else may be sat in the chair before you log in, and you can only have one person sat in a chair at a time. So it does kind of make sense like that. So from like a gameplay point of view, there is sense to be made there. Now, if we go over here, she's not classic. That doesn't count as an inn. If we go here to Fiona's caravan, inside the caravan are boxes of vendor supplies along with the personal belongings of Fiona and her companions. I think you can use this to travel around when you've unlocked more points. And she doesn't have anything there. Do I go back up to Gidwin now, or do I leave him wrapped up in web silk? I think we're going to leave him wrapped until next week, and we are going to half back to Chilwyn Camp, which is right next to a flight point, so that then we can fly straight back over here and then go up towards Gidwin at the beginning of our next episode. We've got very few items that we need to worry about selling, so we won't actually worry about that at all. If you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.